Hello, everybody. The Degeneration Podcast, episode 2. Um, so, there's been a slight issue. You see, it's Saturday. And Saturday, from 5 to about 9, is Clash for League of Legends. Which means my co-host is not here. But guess what? On such a short notice, we have a replacement co-host. So, with this, we will do a short interview, and then normal shenanigans will ensue. Welcome. What shall I call you?
Just fucking call me Finley.
Finley? Alright. Finley here has been on stream quite a few times, but has never been on the podcast. He's been in chat, but he has never been on the podcast. And by never, I mean he wasn't on the podcast last weekend.
Mm-hmm. It's a podcast. This is the second episode of the podcast.
This is the second episode of the podcast, and my co-host already has abandoned Pog. All right, so let's do a short interview, and then normal shenanigans will ensue. All right, first, your name is Finley, and we'll go with that. We will go with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do people call you online, usually?
Well, most people who know me will call me Finley. No one calls me Torg like my Discord name. Sometimes people will call me Legend, but that's very rarely, and that's only for online games. And yeah, that's basically it.
The usual name is a Legend of the, correct?
Sure.
Now, where does that name come from? I've asked this a few times, but I don't remember, to be honest.
Well, when I was younger, particularly, I don't know, a few years ago, I had thought, okay, so I don't want some cringy Xbox name, right? Because even when I was younger, I had that sense of all of these names are super dumb.
Like Flusher Chicken.
Yeah.
Or Steel Scorpions.
Yeah. Like, all of these names that my friends are making are like, I would cringe to see them on a stage, for example. So, I figured...
And that's why we have them here. Welcome, Steel I'm kidding.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, so that is why I decided to do the most... honestly, the simplest thing of all, which is to give myself a title rather than a name. Because if I give myself a title, people can call me whatever they want. Or they can just call me by the title rather than a set name. So it works for any game, any activity, basically. It's not like King Crimson 69, you know. It works 69. It works wherever without necessarily being cringe, because it's unfinished. It's the legend of the, and there's no end.
The legend of that one guy who plays God, what's his name from Apex? The guy who stabs himself and runs around.
I
forget his name.
Starts with an O.
The drugged up Mexican.
Fuck it. Okay, the Mexican.
The Mexican. Sure. What is Loba again? What nationality is she? Is she also like Latino?
Well, she's Hispanic, but I don't know where she's from. I knew that her father was incredibly rich at one point before he was assassinated by Revenant.
Huh.
Yep, that's why she's there. Taking revenge on Revenant.
Why is
anyway,
my origin open. All right, but yeah. So, Legend of the. So, what's your career?
Well, currently I'm a full-time student. I have around 16 hours. No, 17 hours in Collin College, which is coming to an end. By the way, one of the greatest community colleges in the country.
Which one is that?
Collin.
College?
Is considered, it's considered to be one of the greatest community colleges in the country, and its credits are supported by nearly every single college that you'll look for.
Cool. So, what are you planning to do after college? Are you going to college to get your to get like a few electives and like your core classes, so that you can move on to like a university, or what's happening?
Yes, I am currently going to basically just gather up any credits, get some of the basics of what I actually, find out whether or not I actually want to do what I want to do. But afterwards, I'm just going to be going to a university, see whether or not that is actually what I want to do with my credits. And I'm hoping to get a bachelor's, but hey, if I somehow between now and 4 years from now hit my head on my wall way too fucking hard, maybe I'll go for a PhD. Who knows?
Why do you say that?
Because I can totally get a doctorate in psychology or some other health field, and that would be pretty fun. Because it not only would I make a lot of money, but I would probably like what I did if I went that far for whatever it was.
So you're going into psychology, correct?
Nope.
Oh?
No, currently I am a math major.
I see. Do you enjoy this major?
I am a math major because I am one of those happy few who how do I say this without offending anyone, are cool and actually enjoy math, which a lot of people unfortunately aren't. I mean, you're either cool or you're not. But math is the fundamentals of how the universe works boiled down to an exact, rather than science, which is when you try to complicate it to further to define certain things. Math is absolute, and it is one of the only things that we know to be sure because it is intuitive. So it's, in a way, it's comforting and wonderful.
Get that, everyone. Finley says you are not cool if you do not like math.
That's true. I'm sorry.
All right. So you're essentially that woman from The Cube that like tries to math the whole thing out, but the movie's bullshit anyway, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, of course. I'm that super duper cool internet celebrity who's on a podcast and able to tell you what is and isn't cool because I'm on a podcast and
you're
not.
On a podcast and you're not.
Exactly.
Totally. That's
Which
totally
means
how that works.
I'm automatically more qualified than you, no matter what you have. That's it.
No, you have a PhD? No, are you on a podcast? Hello? It's like, yes, your country, but doesn't have a flag.
But there you go.
All right. Interesting. So, what kind of career are you trying to go into exactly?
Well, that really depends. As of current, I believe that any career that has math as a foundation, even a mathematician itself, would be a very beneficial career to me. It not only makes a lot of money, but considering that I very much enjoy math, having it as a core tenet of whatever I'm doing would be pretty interesting. But I am not sure exactly whether I want to go into biochemistry or whether I want to go into something a little more practical like physics, do something with that, or finally, whether I want to go into anything specifically health. But as of current, I have math, and it works anywhere. Math is one of those few degrees that, as long as you're not trying to go too, like, artsy, you can probably use it anywhere.
I mean, even if you're going artsy, I feel like you could use math there too. Because you could like let's say you have a CNC machine and you just like program it using math and then you make like something out of like metal.
Oh, sure. So now you're starting to understand.
Yes, I'm understanding. I don't like math, but I understand.
Yeah.
My brain has been expanded. I am half cool.
Yeah, you understand now. Math is a fundamental tenet of our universe.
Braining meme? Braining meme? No.
Brain meme.
Thinking? I didn't ask, Finley. Braining. Yeah, that's a word, totally. Totally a word, not something I just made up.
Nope, thinking doesn't exist.
Thinking does not exist. Trust me, I would know. Either way, so let's get into something a little less insightful to your everyday life. I mean, everyday life that has to do with like a career and stuff. What kind of video games do you like playing?
Sure. That's a wide variety.
Let's start with offline.
Okay, offline.
What's your go-to offline game?
I've had, ever throughout my childhood, I've had a certain draw to first-person games in general, but first-person shooters much more straight and narrow over time. And so for a while, I played a lot of first-person shooters like Black Ops 2. Offline always,
Very
by
good
the way.
Choice. Wait, offline? Black Ops 2?
Yeah, no, I'm being completely serious. I played
You're talking about like the campaign or just
zombies and multiplayer with bots for years. When I was a child, I didn't have access to the internet because I had the white Xbox, so I needed an Ethernet cord.
Ah, I see. The original Xbox. I know the pain. Yes, I know the pain of having to either buy a wireless adapter or get a LAN cable or an Ethernet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did neither. I just decided, you know what? I'll play.
Did you even play the campaign?
Games. I played the campaign, of course, but I'll play single player games, which is why my two favorite games aren't actually multiplayer. Well, one is, but co-op. My two favorite games, or rather, my favorite game is Dishonored, and my favorite game series is Borderlands. Because Borderlands is a lot of style and pop, and it's insanely fun, and I love all of the characters, and every time that I play it, whether I'm grinding or whatever I'm doing, it's either insanely fun and cool, or incredibly gory and action-filled.
All right, so... Oh, yeah, go ahead. My bad for interrupting you.
Oh, no, it's fine. And Dishonored is just... it's not a super complex story, but it's an incredibly complex game with a very fun physics engine that is very fun to mess around with. So many ways to advance yourself and how you're playing. Like, seriously. You could look up Dishonored speedruns, and it's insane what they do.
But I've heard Dishonored is a really good game. I've never played it myself.
That's a shame.
Would you recommend it a playthrough? See, how much is it right now?
Probably $20. Yeah. It came out in 2013 or 2014.
Guess who doesn't have $20? Dishonored 1 is $10. Dishonored 2 is $40. That's a big difference. Yeah, I don't have money.
Oh shit!
Money is not exactly something I have right
now. Wow, that's 1 second.
If you guys want to change that, you can give me affiliate. Not like I'm begging for anything, Baka. All right. There's my affiliate plug for the stream.
Sure. But, actually,
what's it called? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Interesting.
Yeah, I interrupted the podcast.
Yeah, I've interrupted the podcast with breaking news. The one named Finley has purchased me Dishonored Definitive Edition. I see. Is this a threat to play it on stream?
Yeah.
At some point?
Mm-hmm.
No, I will. Even though I have like 50 games that I need to play on stream that I just haven't because I'm too busy playing League of Legends and Legends of Runeterra.
It comes with 3 DLC: the Knife of Dunwall, Voidwalker, or Trials, and Brigmore Witches. Voidwalker and Brigmore Witches are basically a second campaign, and with a different character who has a slightly different skill set as well as 2 different powers.
It's like an assassin game, right?
Yes, it is.
Kind of like Assassin's Creed, but different.
You can play it as many ways as you want. If you want, you can go in with a pistol, a sword, magic powers, and say, time to fuck shit up. And you could bust down the door, shooting people, wild, teleporting around, and just killing everyone in sight.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
You can play it incredibly slow and just teleport around methodically, knocking people out to get a better ending. Because the less people that you kill, the less rats will exist. The more rats that exist, the more rats that will spread the rat plague, and therefore it'll be a darker ending because the plague will overtake your city. But the less people that you kill, which you don't have to kill the targets, you can just send them to a fate worse than death. Meaning you can have a completely non-lethal playthrough if you really try. So,
do you work for this company by any chance?
Unfortunately, no.
Dishonored. What's the game that what's the company? Come on, what's the company that owns Dishonored? Come on. What is it? Let's see.
It's Bethesda.
Bethesda. Sponsor me. Come
Arcane made it.
Arcane,
do you know who Arcane is?
No. What other games have they made?
Prey.
Prey's the one that was in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what Prey is. That was a cool game. I never got to finish the playthrough I was watching because that was like back in my first year of high school.
Well, I mean, they also made a few other games that you might know. I mean, they're pretty small. BioShock, Wolfenstein.
You could have just said BioShock, man, or Wolfenstein.
Do you want me to keep going?
BioShock's the one I've played. Oh yeah, I know my BioShock.
They're making Deathloop.
Deathloop?
They're making Deathloop. It's the game that's coming out next year.
Arcane. Yeah, you could have just said BioShock, man.
Well, I'm sorry.
Goddamn. I don't think BioShock's on Steam, is it? Huh.
BioShock. What?
BioShock is not on Steam. Or is it?
No, BioShock is on Steam. What are you talking about?
Arcane made BioShock, right? Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
However, they were not the primary. They were just helped. They were one of many companies.
Oh, okay. They helped
developers.
make BioShock.
Yeah.
2K made BioShock. Okay.
Arcane is also 2K.
Wait. Am I missing some arc here? Some story arc.
Wait, hold on. No, 2K. I'm stupid, maybe? Well, I know that BioShock did assist in they did assist in BioShock 2. They're given as one of the developers. But are you looking at the remastered? Because they didn't help with the remastered. They helped with the original.
I was looking at the original. 2K Boston, 2K Australia, it says on Steam.
Oh, BioShock 1?
Yeah.
1 second. I think they just helped out with 2.
Yeah, they probably helped. They probably just helped.
They helped out with 2. Alright, so they helped out with the creation of BioShock 2. They did, however, make all of the Wolfenstein. help with all. How many Wolfenstein games did they help with?
I don't even know how many Wolfenstein games there are, man. Prey was a cool game, though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Prey kind of flew under the radar. Like, I feel like it wasn't as popular of a game as it could have been.
Oh, Dishonored was made in 2012. Okay. Okay. Arcane
Experiment was.
Prey wasn't as good of a game as it should have been. Prey is an amazing game. This is not because I'm sponsored by Arcane. I just really.
Arcane.
I'm sorry.
Arcane,
I really like
Arcane,
what they make.
Sponsor me. Come on.
Everything that they touch is gold. It's weird. They've made like 4. They've only touched like 4 game series ever, making 2 of them. But everything that they touch is gold, and it's weird. But yeah, Prey is fantastic. I'd say if you haven't tried it yet and you like a roguelite first-person shooter in space about spooky aliens.
Is Prey a roguelike? It's not roguelike.
Roguelite. Yeah.
Prey? No, Prey's not roguelike. No, it's not.
Do
you know what roguelike means?
1 second.
Your entire game deletes itself when you die. Yeah. I was about to say,
roguelike.
how is this game roguelike? It's like
1 second.
6 hours long. At least.
Oh no, roguelite. Yeah, it's roguelite. My bad.
Oh wait, roguelite. What does that mean?
It has some similar things to a roguelike, except it's not everything. It has a few of them.
All right. Oh yeah. What I was going to get to, that I accidentally interrupted you for. You have to pick one now. What is your favorite character in all of the Borderlands games?
Tina. She's just the first character that came to mind. She isn't actually probably my favorite. If I actually thought about it, I might give you a different answer. But Tina is the first person that came to mind because by far she's the most memorable.
I see. Honestly, I thought you were going to say a few other characters. However,
like Mr. Torg, High Five Plexington?
That does make very much sense because Tiny Tina is a great character.
Mm-hmm. I especially like that her dad is Krieg, probably.
Wait, what?
I don't remember. Was that confirmed?
I've never heard that.
It's implied. I'm not entirely sure whether or not it's stated, though.
I don't know. There's a few of my favorite characters. It's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
Claptrap is like a love-hate relationship type of thing. He's funny, but he's also really, really fucking annoying, which is the whole point, but still. Handsome Jack is really cool. I really like Handsome Jack, and his story is like one of the best out of any of the villains that I've seen.
Handsome Jack is a masterpiece in himself.
Yeah.
He's amazing. It's for both what he stands for and how he interacts with the world itself outside of any deeper connection.
Yeah. What's it called? Sir Hammerlock is just really cool. He's so cool. He's so cool. Look at him. He's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else?
I mean, Aurelia is also pretty cool, but...
Who?
Aurelia Hammerlock. Sir Hammerlock's older sister.
I've never seen
She's in the pre-sequel.
Oh, I've never
played as a playable character.
Pre-sequel, so let's see. Oh, she looks cool.
Yep.
She looks cool. Her face looks
If you've
weird.
ever wanted to play as
Oh no, that's
you know
Aurelia from
Ruby,
Borderlands
right?
3. Borderlands. This Borderland is yeah,
You know, yeah, you remember Ruby, right? The
like
Rooster Teeth show.
yeah, I know. I know
Okay,
Ruby. Yeah,
so basically,
is she
Aurelia
Weiss?
is yes, she is. If you were playing as Weiss before Weiss went in through any changes at all, as
So
pompous
the
and rich
worst version of
asshole,
Weiss.
the pompous rich asshole that makes fun of everyone. One of her abilities is that she can make people sign a slave contract, or rather not make them. She offers out a contract that your allies can hit you to sign, and then you both gain benefits based on it.
I see. Interesting.
And another one is that she has a bitch slap. She is the only character in the game whose melee override skill is a bitch slap.
The Baroness. I see.
Yes. She is rich,
Man, I
she
want
is
to play. I
powerful,
want to
and
play
she lets you know it.
Borderlands again. I haven't played Borderlands in so long.
Yeah, I want to play Borderlands all the time.
God, but
No one wants to, though.
I mean, I'll play Borderlands.
Oh, well, not during the podcast.
Well, not during the podcast, but like on stream, sure. I'll play
Yeah, sounds
Borderlands.
fun.
Borderlands fun. I really liked this one version, Borderlands Reloaded, I think it was, which was a modded version of Borderlands
I was
3,
about to say,
Borderlands 2.
that's interesting.
Borderlands Reloaded, which is a modded version of Borderlands 2. It balances a lot of the stuff, but also breaks a little bit of the stuff. Like what's that one skill for Zero? Boar, I think it is. It like breaks Boar, where you can, if you do it correctly, you can one shot bosses.
Um,
It's pretty goddamn
Remind me.
funny.
Oh, right. Is it the infinitely stacking headshot?
Yeah,
Of course.
it's pretty funny.
I don't think that's called boar.
Oh, in the mod, in the
Oh,
mod, I'm
right.
saying it might have been called something else in the base game. But
Yeah, all of Zero's skills are named weird stuff.
also, I couldn't tell if Cloud Kill was broken. I think it was broken in the mod.
It's critical ascension.
What?
Critical ascension. Infinitely stacking gun
Oh,
damage if you score a crit.
yeah. I think it might have just been called Boar in the mod.
There is another skill called boar.
Yeah, I think they swapped them around. I don't know.
It does collateral.
It's been like 2 years.
It's fine.
So
Yeah. I've taken control of the podcast.
I mean, that was the whole point. Either way, so Lilith, she's not my favorite character, but she is my favorite design.
Oh yeah,
because
no.
God, she's
Sure.
hot.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is it. That is her only redeeming quality, is that she is hot.
No. She's hot and she's hot.
Yeah,
Don't
she's
separate
hot
the
and
two.
she's hot.
You have to separate the two.
That is true. That is true. True.
Because her Phoenix powers are really cool.
Yeah, her Phoenix powers are cool. She literally just fucking eats, what's it called?
She
the
eats
purple
iridium.
stuff. She just straight eats iridium. It's pretty funny.
Yep.
But other than that, she's not a great character.
Understandable.
And she's a massive asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I can say about her.
Yeah, I mean,
I never got to play Borderlands 3. Did you play it?
of course I did.
How was that? I heard it was good and I heard it was bad. I
Didn't
got very
play
mixed
through all of
reviews.
it. I've tried to play through all of it twice with Andy. I have 15 hours in it, by the way. I've tried to play through it twice with Andy and Walker one time, and with Andy one time, but they just dropped out after a bit, and so I was like, okay, I could definitely play through all of this solo, but there are online games though, and so then I started to play those.
I see. What is the siren from Borderlands 3?
Borderlands 3 is Maya. She punches.
No, not Maya.
No,
Amara.
not Maya.
There we
Amara,
go.
right? She punches. She has big fists.
She's cool.
Yep.
I think she was like the most intriguing that I saw in the trailer, because she's the only one I remember from the trailer.
Okay.
Also,
the 4 abilities.
Oh yeah, that's what I was geeking out about when I first saw this the trailer. Also, I'm echoing off you a little bit, by the way.
Oh.
But when I first saw the trailer,
Maya's
new design. God, she's hot. But either way, like, yeah.
Okay, so the 4 abilities between the characters are, first off, Borderlands 3 is different in a very, very special way that no other Borderlands is, fundamentally. Each character has 3 abilities that they can swap between based on what tree they have. So instead of, like, for example, Zero has 3 different. He has a set ability, shoot out a clone and stuff, and run around with a few different effects. As Zane, you can either put up a shield, put up a giant, or have a little drone flying around that has but different benefits, or you could do a clone. You can create a clone that you can swap places with.
So 3 characters.
In a way that they're all simplified to a certain extent, but they all have very interesting abilities and fundamentals. Like, for example, Zane has a bunch of different stuff the stuff that I just described. Amara has a slam, has a push, I think, and
oh, okay, that's why I didn't remember any of the actual characters. Because Amara looks cool. She has a cool design. Zane is kind of basic bitch.
He's basic at bitches. Fuck, yeah.
Flack, or Full Fork, whatever you want to call him. I mean, he's cool. He looks cool. But, like, yeah.
Or Flack, whatever.
Whatever his name is. He's cool, I guess. He's just a cool, I guess. And then Mozzie, or Mose, whatever, she's boring. She has a boring design, in my opinion. That's probably why I didn't remember any of them.
Do you want to know what their 4 different things are? Amara's a siren with siren special abilities, so she does all of the weird, like, movement and damage and shit in melee.
She is a mage.
She's a melee mage. Zane basically is the trap master. His special thing is that if he wants to, he can take his grenade slot and then fuck it out the window. He doesn't have grenades anymore. He has 2 abilities simultaneously. So he can have out, like, a clone and a shield at the same time, or at different times. They both have different cooldowns.
I see.
So yeah, he just has multiple abilities if he throws out his grenade. Moz has a Titan from Titanfall, but smaller.
So, like Rumble from League of Legends.
Yes, like Rumble from League of Legends. She steps into a full, like, well, it's a fucking mech, okay? She has a mech.
Yeah.
She summons a mech, and based on how you upgrade it, it'll have a shield or different weapons, etc. And sometimes allies can jump in it. And finally, Flack, whatever his name is, just gets to choose between one of the 3 common beasts in Borderlands, which is a rak, a spider ant, or a skag. And, or not rak, it's fucking jabber.
Rak is like the bird.
Yeah, I know. It's a jabber, spider ant, or skag. They all have different passives that they give him. They all have different stuff. He's basically the Beastmaster, and the reason why he's super interesting is that he's the base summoner, but he's the weird he's actually really unique now that I think about it. Anyway, regardless, he has really good solid abilities based on however you want to build him.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Borderlands 3 is very fun if you ever get the money to get it.
I see. How much is it? Is it 30 or is it
It's
60?
still 60.
God damn.
But it goes on sale pretty often for
Right.
30.
I'll probably get it when it's 30. I still want to get Nier Automata. Like, when I get my paycheck next week, I'm probably getting Nier.
Well, all right.
But yeah. All right. So, what kind of music do you listen to? Move on to another topic.
Okay. What kind of music do I listen to?
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually. I listen to a lot of different genres of music, but I tend to like, let's see, kind of electronic, a lot of the classical music, and I guess pop and rock. I don't listen to much country, and I used to like alternate or alternative a lot more than I do now.
If you had to say, what is your favorite artist slash band?
Shit, that's pretty
Of
hard.
all time. Not just right now.
Of all time.
Mm-hmm. Because you already know my picks. Like,
Yeah.
For all time, it's definitely Eminem.
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra for you. I see. Pretty chill
Or
choice.
Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé. Okay, the reason why I love the two is not only because they have Nat King Cole levels of beautiful voice. I mean, given he can never be topped, whatever. It's because they often do covers of songs, or they'll have fantastic songs. I mean, for Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra's not alive anymore. And all of them I can sing because they have my range, which means that I get to listen to wonderful songs, memorize wonderful songs, and then sing them.
I see. Is that the songs that you usually sing, just like out of nowhere?
I was walking along. That's Nat King Cole. Fly me to the moon. Frank Sinatra. Yeah. And Michael Bublé does a lot of other covers, like "But Baby, It's Cold Outside." He's
see.
fun. Yep. I like songs that I can listen to, love, and sing, like some Jonathan Young songs as well.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Young.
He's really good.
What's your favorite Jonathan Young song slash cover?
Shit, that's hard. Okay.
Yeah, it is very difficult.
In terms of the amount of quality that he put directly into it, I'd say Bloody Stream, because he got several different artists just to cover the different instruments. But in terms of like personal favorites, probably Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town. Because A, it's a fantastic song, and B, if you watch the video, he just goes insane the entire time.
Jeez.
Like he's just dancing, he's reeling his head back and shit. It's hilarious.
Jeez, I wish we could play it, but like copyright is kind of fucking me up the ass right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I need to literally last podcast, I tried to upload it for the entire week. I just got it uploaded like yesterday or the day before.
Right.
Because I left it to YouTube to trim it, and they took an entire 24 hours to trim it.
Oh no.
A job which took me like an hour. It was ridiculous.
That's rough.
But either way, I got it uploaded, and now I've got to be careful when it comes to copyright.
Of course.
Because I'm uploading this to YouTube, and YouTube gets very angry.
Does not. It doesn't accept
even if you are like commentating on it or whatever, they don't care. It could be like 2 seconds of something, and they'll still they'll just copyright it because YouTube doesn't actually care.
It's because it's a bot.
Yeah, it's because it's a bot. And companies like to abuse the copyright system.
Well, yeah, it's mostly companies and the fact that so many hours of YouTube get uploaded a day that there is no physical possible way that they could review every single hour of content that is uploaded. So the bot that they send out isn't fantastic.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
it's not even good.
To be fair, it does its job. It just doesn't do it great.
It does it terribly. It's like this is not even specifically for me because I literally played audio clip. It was like literally like what's it called? The episode of meme review recently that KSI and PewDiePie were on. Like they did it together. Meme review. They essentially they were on their like shitty instruments with like one was playing the recorder, one was playing like this big ass horn. I forgot what it was called.
French horn?
No.
Trombone?
No.
Trumpet?
No. It was literally the size of a room.
Oh.
But either way, he wasn't even buzzing it. It was yelling at it.
That's a tuba?
Yelling into it. It wasn't a tuba. It wasn't a tuba.
It's a horn the size of a room.
It was like long. He's real long.
Trombone. Okay.
No.
No, it's fine. Okay.
It was just long. It wasn't curved or anything. It didn't have like buttons or anything. It was just long.
I don't know.
I forget what it's called. That wasn't an invitation for you to guess, by the way. You just started guessing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so God. So essentially, they were just doing that, and it got copyrighted for being "My Heart Will Go On." I think it's called.
Oh. Yeah.
Which is apparently what they were going for, but it didn't sound anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was an Alf horn. Yeah, it was an Alf horn, I think, that he was playing.
Huh.
Either way, so it got copyrighted for barely sounding like it.
The bot's just really good, man. It even kills covers.
No, it kills all covers. Like no one can do covers of songs because it just gets copyrighted. Well, either way, that's not the point. We were talking about favorite music and how you're either way. So music, yeah. Your favorite. Okay, what's your favorite right now? Like, what have you been listening to as of late? Like, if you had to have a song on repeat.
Okay. What am I listening to right now? It'd probably
be in general.
Well, it's kind of hard. Probably just Jonathan Young a little bit ago. Like a lot of his covers. And then it was a little bit of Panic at the Disco. And then more recently, it's really a mix of songs. Like seriously, hold on. Skillet Rise Up, Imagine Dragons Warriors, Russian Village Boys Adidas, Daddy Daddy Do Eurobeat Remix, Demon Dice. Like, do you see any relationship between these?
I am hopelessly addicted to Demon Dice.
I know.
I've been just sending you songs. I've been helplessly addicted to Demon Dice because she's so good. And we won't talk too much on Demon Dice because like we'll talk on her music, not on her specifically, because that's a that's a secret. No, you can tell nobody. But
Oh no, it's a secret.
it actually is a secret. Like you don't discuss it, even though you know it. Everyone knows, but no one discusses it.
Okay.
Because then people get angry. Either way, so music, her music specifically, is really good.
Yeah, it is.
What's your favorite song by Demon Dice?
I've listened to 2 songs.
I see. Out of both of those songs, what is the best?
So out of the literal only 2 songs that I have heard from her, which it's not very broad, you know. But I guess out of the 2, it'd be the fucking the literal song called Demon Dice and that Kid Gurren.
Oh, Demon Dice, Demon Dice, Demon Dice.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that says something after, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know what those characters are.
Kanji. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kanji, but I can't read it. So, but
Nope.
yeah. So that one's really good. Honestly, I think that's like a U song, as it's very fancy sound to it.
She says fucking you boy. What do you mean? Fancy.
You mean girl, did I fucking stutter? God, I love that. I always wondered, like, why does she say ya boy? But then in this song, it's like, you mean girl, did I fucking stutter?
Yeah. Well, she addressed. Yeah.
I don't know. She just ya boy.
Want to play through Borderlands the pre-sequel?
Not the pre-sequel? Not really.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I guess. I guess I'll play through Borderlands the pre-sequel.
I haven't actually finished it as well. I mean, I got really far, and then the exact same thing happened.
Pre-sequel's the one with Moxie, Lilith, and Handsome Jack, right? Or Jack. At this point.
No.
Which one's that?
Pre-sequel is the one where it's Handsome Jack's rise to power. The playable characters where Lilith is a playable character is 1. The first one.
I see.
And Roland, Lilith, Mordecai, and Claptrap are the playable characters for 1.
I see.
Or no, Claptrap's the playable. Claptrap's the playable character for pre-sequel. My bad.
Oh.
In pre-sequel, Claptrap's ability is that he shamelessly rips off one of the other abilities from the past.
Oh, I see.
For example, he can turn Psycho mode with Krieg, but it's worse.
I see.
And it's randomly generated.
He's Omnistone.
He is Omnistone.
I see. God.
It's actually pretty cool. But a few of them are interesting. Like, for example, the Siren ability, where he just creates a small winged version of himself that goes around beating
Lilith,
people
right?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not even Lilith's ability. Lilith, in her game, she turns invisible, goes quickly, and she has burst damage. Yeah.
I see.
It's weird.
God. What songs have you listened to by Demon Dice? Specifically.
Okay.
It was Demon Dice and Wannabe. Did you ever listen to Easy Breezy?
No.
I see. That I liked all the parts, but obviously Demon Dice was my favorite, and I just couldn't understand the other two because Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. Yeah.
God, imagine not speaking Japanese. Kind of cringe.
God, I think, God, it's hard to choose a favorite song, but I think my favorite song by her is You're an Ace Kid. which we can listen to if you want. I don't think she copyrights stuff.
That
at all.
Reminds me of E-Double's "Be a King."
Be a King.
Yeah. E-Dub hip hop.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard it. Here, actually,
E-Double is pretty good.
E-Double. Be a King. I'll listen to that later.
My mama told me one day I'm gonna grow up big and I'll be a king, and my papa told me it's okay to dream. Nah, it's okay to fail, but shit hurts. Don't forget your dreams because they'll get you through this so-called life we start living. It's pretty good.
All right. So I do have another question that is unrelated to anything we just talked about. So it's topic change.
Yeah.
What do you think of VTubers? As me, a resident VTuber, totally. What is your thought on VTubers?
You know,
in VTubing in general.
I know what V is supposed to stand for, but you know, most VTubers are kind of popular. They're viral.
Yeah.
Are you viral?
Do you know what V stands for?
I know it doesn't actually, but
like, wait a second.
I mean, like,
wait a second.
No, I'm just making fun of you. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's playful banter.
I only got. I think it was the other way around here. Do you know? Do you know what VTuber stands for?
Okay, it's virtual, right?
Okay, yeah. Thank you. I was.
I don't actually think it's viral because that has absolutely nothing to do with them.
Yeah, I know. I was very confused for a short amount of time.
I'm saying that since you're not viral, the V, you're not
vagina.
A VTuber. Okay.
I'm not. Cool. I'm also not vagina.
Yep, you don't have a V. True.
Yeah. Either way, so what do you think of VTubers? Back to the actual question at hand.
That really depends on the VTuber, man. A lot of VTubers.
You don't have a general synopsis for VTubing in general?
I think that VTubers, to me, are an equivalent amount of interesting and not in the exact same way as in nearly every other entertainment. I think that they have their own benefits and stuff, but really, if the person, I'm just going to judge how good they are based on how charming the person is. Like, for example, Gura is super fucking entertaining because she's very fun. It didn't matter if that was a face cam or if it was Wakaru, because she's just a very entertaining personality. I think that it really just depends on whatever your personality is, and that I honestly don't care that much directly about the whole V part of the VTuber.
I see. So, do you actually watch VTubers in general?
I watch clips. I don't watch streams very often. Of anything really.
So you mentioned Gura, but what is your favorite let's say Hololive. What's your favorite VTuber from Hololive?
You know, this is a good instance to bully her. The chicken.
Kiara or Kusatori?
Yeah, it's Kiara. But
Kiara, yeah.
But the chicken.
It's your favorite? Kiara?
Yeah, I like the chicken.
I see.
I'm gonna keep calling her the chicken.
She is the chicken. KFP Phoenix.
Yep. No, she's not a phoenix. She's a chicken.
She's chicken.
Don't call her what she's not.
Chicken. She eats chicken though, or at least she holds fried chicken. Or she holds Fried Phoenix.
No,
Actually,
no.
no,
The
she
meme,
holds Fried Phoenix. Never mind.
the
But
meme
she's
is that
chicken.
she's not a chicken.
She burp brain.
But no, she's a chicken.
God, I don't
In
actually.
general, I find her pretty charming.
I think Kiara is like my least viewed one, to be honest. I think it's all. I think it's.
Oh wait, no, Emily is really good.
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia's
Why'd I
cool.
call it up?
Amelia's really funny. I like Amelia.
But yeah,
she is a little annoying, but like that's because she reminds me of Austin, so that's where that comes in.
Oh.
But no, she's cool. She's super cool. God, you already know my favorite. You already know my favorite. Everyone knows my favorite.
If I were to make a super big guess here, but anyway, Gura is second place by like an inch.
Yeah.
Gura is less. I find her often less consistently entertaining over a long period of time, but she definitely hits some peaks, which is super fun.
So this is just Hololive EN then?
Yeah. Okay, I don't watch Japanese streams very often, even though Kurone is okay.
Kurone is a
happy
chaos.
face. Yeah, happy face, but like, I don't watch it that often.
I see. Yeah. I watch a lot of Mori Calliope. Like, a lot. What are your thoughts on Mori Calliope, then? Because we talked about Gura being a goblin, and Amelia being cool, and Kusutori, or Kiara. I need to stop calling her Kusutori, because that's what...
Yeah, I find Gura very...
That's what Mori calls her.
I find Gura very entertaining because it feels like a combination of Andy and Adam.
Yeah. She's like a little goblin, but she's also chaos.
That's literally the most entertaining thing. Andy was my best friend for a very long time, and Adam is really entertaining. He's the most entertaining goblin I know, and so it's like a combination of the two.
And we know a few goblins here and there.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, no. He's cool, and Gura is also very cool. I think Gura is probably my second most watched, even though I don't actually watch Gura that much. Walker, yeah, Walker's a little bit of a goblin, but he's like the bigger goblin.
Yeah. Like wait, hold on. Was that a jab?
No. I'm not calling him fat. I'm calling him like old. Not old. Like, Andy's not really a goblin, but like in between Andy
is too tall. He'd be a hobgoblin.
Yeah. Walker is like in between Andy and Adam when it comes to goblin.
True.
Man, what did I put for the chart? I made a chart with all like the people from TTS as Hololive members.
You wanted me to know, or you wanted me to tell you what I thought of Mori Calliope?
Oh, yes. I completely, like, jumped over.
I know.
Yeah, I did. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, she's pretty fun. She's very entertaining. I like how she interacts with the other crew. She's personally not incredibly charming outside of her music by herself, in my opinion. But she is very... the way that she interacts with the others is very fun.
I see.
Yep.
I disagree completely, but that is personal to me.
Yep. No,
if you had to go as far as to say I had a crush on Mori Calliope, I wouldn't be lying. But yes, Mori Calliope is my favorite out of all the Hololive members. Actually, out of all the VTubers in general. Actually, here we go. I pulled up the image of like who everyone would be, and we have we have me as Mori Calliope. We have Austin as Amelia Watson.
I'm gonna have to walk away for about 2 minutes. Be right back.
All right. So while he's gone, I will continue. So we have actually I'll explain a little bit. So we have me as more Calliope because I'm edgy and I like rap, and I don't actually rap, but I like rap, and I do the whole Reaper thing. I like scythes. I don't drink, so not really that. But I'm just the most like her out of this group. Then we have Austin because Austin as Watson or Amelia because he likes to overanalyze everything. He takes his games very seriously. What's it called? He is what some people would call a toxic gamer.
I'm toxic.
Which is Amelia Watson in a nutshell. Toxic chaos gamer. Also,
well, no, technically I'm not very toxic. I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, you're pretty chill.
I feel that I'm.
You do take your game seriously, but not as seriously as anyone else here.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, I think it's mostly due to A, my disposition before an incident, and B, myself after meeting Andy and being his friend for a very long time. I took a lot more from Andy than I did from Walker.
Did you know Andy before he was like non-toxic? Or is this after?
He was never toxic.
I met him in his Brawlhalla phase.
Oh no, I was there. In fact, I was a part of his Brawlhalla phase. I was his partner.
I see. How toxic was he? Because he described himself very negatively. He described himself as a toxic piece of shit.
He never. That was his toxicist phase, but he was never actually very toxic. It was. I wouldn't describe him as that. He was just very competitive. Toxic would be that he would say like something negative to me afterwards. But while he was generally like, I fucking hate that character. Which, you probably couldn't ever imagine him saying that, right?
Yeah,
but he did actually go through a phase that was very similar to that with Hattori.
Hattori?
Hattori at the time.
What is Hattori?
We were Brawlhalla character.
Oh,
Hattori at the time that we were competitive and rising through the ranks past gold, where we rested and we wanted to keep going to like the higher ranks. Hattori was always a pain because they have like 3 or 4 moves spread out between their 2 weapons that are just the most infuriating thing ever. The smoke cloud, for instance, is an area denial. If you are in the smoke cloud, try to make any attack on Hattori while she is in the smoke cloud, or go anywhere near the smoke cloud, you take an instance of damage that it stuns you, obviously, for hit stun.
Yeah.
So it's literally just a no-no zone, or a pretty
this is
one
my
big
notice square. No, don't touch me there.
And not only that, afterwards, even if you don't go in there, she still hits in a direction which you need to jump over or like dodge or something, because she does actually do an instance of damage after, regardless of whether or not you outplay her with it. And while it has a little decent bit of in lag, it's hard to punish. So you have to be experienced in fighting her to be able to effectively fight her. Also, most of her abilities come out really, really fucking quickly.
I see.
So Andy adopted. He stopped becoming so competitive after he stopped playing Scarlet, which is the boxing champion, by the way. And after he learned a secret.
What was that secret?
Melee.
Oh, yeah.
Without weapons.
Oh, you mean like
beating the shit out of you with his bare fists.
I see.
And then he played Hattori and never picked up her weapon, so he was never a problem. he was never really, or he wasn't really problematic or anything. He literally just ran around beating the hell out of people with his fists, and sometimes in ranked matches it like legitimately worked, and he got like several kills off of it.
I
Which
see.
was no, legitimately, if you just run around grabbing bombs, mines, and the spiky ball,
he's just an item character.
basically an item character. Yeah, because items are never turned off, and the spiky ball was his best friend. After he realized that, he stopped taking it incredibly seriously. I think that he saw himself that he was getting a little too angry and serious in these games. He chilled out and he mellowed out back into the person that I knew him before he got super into Brawlhalla.
I see.
Yeah, he went through an unturned phase, Brawlhalla phase, then back to normal.
So was he also like quote unquote toxic in unturned?
Oh, absolutely not. He just played a shit ton of it in junior high. Yeah.
I remember I used to play a lot of unturned. It would always frustrate me, so I stopped playing it.
He probably played a few thousand hours.
I see. Jesus.
I wonder how many hours he has in it. He said that basically most of his junior high was taken up by it. Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. So I'm going to continue explaining these people. These people.
No, it's only 797 hours. My bad.
Jeez. That's still a lot of hours in unturned.
Oh yeah, no, that's still more hours than I have in TF2, which I've been playing since I've had a computer.
Huh.
On and off.
You know how many hours I have in League? It's surprising. Like 2,400.
Oh, I only have 437.
And I'm still a gold 4.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You'll get there. It's fine.
I'll get to plat someday.
It's fine. I believe in you, Noel.
Either way, so Adam, I can realistically like see Adam saying
Yeah.
Adam is the goblin of our friend group.
He is by far. And I have chicken. Thank you. I meant Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Not chicken.
So Adam is a goblin. I'm 90% sure Adam does need floaties when he swims. If he doesn't, I'm sorry. If he does, I was right.
It's just bullying Adam. It's so fun.
I mean, yeah. He's the you bully this person, they bully you back type of thing.
Yeah.
He's that type of goblin.
He can take it.
Yeah, and then Andy.
The chillest bitch I've ever fucking met.
Yeah, but he's also just chaos.
He's chaos incarnate. I wouldn't trust him with a blunt knife.
I wouldn't trust him with a butter knife, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him with a blunt knife. Like, Andy is terrifying and chaotic. If
you leave him with your glass of milk, tell him to watch your milk. That milk will be solid and turned upside down by the time you get back. Like, that is how much chaos he is.
Something happened. So, based off of what Austin did a kind of horror-themed kind of thing, where it was an IRL horror, basically, where we turned off all of the lights. We had to do basically a scavenger hunt, certain clues and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin dressed up as terrifyingly as he could in the dark and ran around with I think it was a toy knife.
You think it was a toy knife?
Yeah, well, I was never stabbed with it.
I see.
But he just tried.
Were never seen from again.
Yeah. He just tried to be as spooky as fucking possible, and stalk around certain places and shit. And to be fair, it was literally pitch black, so he accomplished it. He accomplished what he was going for, which was pure terror.
I see.
Then it was the idea to do an IRL horror that spawned Andy's turn.
Andy's turn?
Then it was Andy as the monster.
Oh, you mean like that?
Adam isn't really good with horror.
Mm-hmm. We know
so,
this.
I was stuck with Adam in a room, and he just hid in the corner for a bit.
Oh, I see.
And I bullied him. I'm okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fantastic person. I bullied Adam while he was terrified. It was hilarious, but I feel bad for doing it. Definitely. Yeah. But like, he was literally terrified in a corner. What are you, bitch baby? Him. Bitch baby. And he's like, shut the fuck up. It was great. I'm a terrible person. Anyway, regardless, Andy was legitimately spooky as well. It was probably just the setting that made it so that because we were at Walker's house the first. It was probably just the setting that Austin's was better, but Andy is fucking terrifying, man. He was by far a better monster. Like Andy in a full black morph suit is fucking Slenderman, man. Like, you see him and you run the other direction. It doesn't even matter if you're playing a game.
Let me save an image to put it on stream, because this is essentially what you're looking at. Oh fuck. Give me 1 sec. No, that's the wrong thing. God damn it. Now I have to actually search for it. Here we go. Yeah, this is essentially. There we go. All right. So continue with your story.
Okay, so Andy well, I mean, it's similar to that, but taller.
I see.
So Andy would just creep around, try to make as little noise as possible. He was in a full black morph suit, which covered his face. It was pitch black, once again, but due to the layout of the house, it was a little less scary in some areas.
How tall is Andy?
6'4".
Really?
6'5".
God damn.
No, Andy is a fucking Slenderman. Like,
wait,
Andy
was he there? Was he there when we all met up?
Yeah.
Huh? I don't remember.
Andy is just as skinny as Austin, but they're basically the same height, and Andy is as skinny as Austin, but he has smaller hair, so he looks even more. Yeah. Okay. So he's scary, man. He dressed up in a full black morph suit. Sometimes he would literally fucking sprint at you in the dark in a full black morph suit. I mean, Austin's costume was better put together, but Andy played it so much fucking better. We like communicated in how to slowly move around the house to avoid him at all costs.
Jesus.
I wouldn't fucking leave a room till I knew where he was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was scary, man.
Spooky. Phasmophobia, but in real life.
Yes, except if you could see the ghost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. Just scary.
I see. All right. So let's move on. Chris as Coco. This makes a lot of sense. Do you know who Coco is?
If I remember correctly, 1 second, I need to remind my. Nope.
Let me pull up an image. I really wish I could just pull up URLs for the images.
Right? Yeah.
What happened?
I said right.
Right what? Oh. Pulling up a URL?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Coco. Also, I'm echoing a bit on your side.
Again?
Yeah.
I need to turn up sensitivity even more. Arg. Okay, there we go.
All right. So this is Coco. Just look at her face, and you'll understand everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess so. I met Chris and Andy at the same time. Same class.
Chris is not Chris. Coco
Coco.
is actually the one that taught the word horny to Marine. Coco is like the American Japanese one that is not, or the English Japanese one that is not in Hololive EN.
Mm.
She has like, she is very interested in overseas stuff. She's essentially a weeb, but for America.
You know, that's actually surprisingly incredibly common.
Yeah. It really is.
Because, I mean, to be fair, both cultures are incredibly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine for either one to be obsessed with the other. Or not fine, but, you know, it's understandable and common.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so Coco is a little bit of chaos, a lot of horny, not very say so.
Okay.
And that's just Chris. That
Okay.
this image right here, that's Chris. If Chris was a female, he'd look like that. He would definitely have hordes glued to his face, glued to his head too.
Yep.
Trust me, he would definitely wear a tail.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did Chris ever wear like a furry tail to school?
No, he's not a literal furry.
But he is a furry. Okay, the reason I asked that, the reason I asked that, preface, let me preface this with one, Chris is a furry. Just explaining that to anyone who doesn't know. Two, there used to be this girl in our school who used to do that every single day, without fail. She had her foxtail.
Yeah, there are some people like that.
I really hope it was not a butt plug, but you never know.
Reasonably, if you really think about it, chances are it was.
Maybe. But I don't think so. I think it came from like the back. I think it connected to like the back of her jeans. But there was a girl that literally wore a foxtail to school.
Huh.
That's why I ask.
Yeah. No, he did not. He's not a furry. In that sense, it's purely in a sexual sense.
I see.
And I think it's only. I'm pretty sure it's also exclusively pictures and stuff, and not IRL.
I see.
And when I met him, he had the exact same personality, but I didn't learn he was a furry until like 3 years ago. At the time, I think he was yelling about how broken Loki was.
No. Either way, I was supposed to look up Kiara because I was gonna talk about you next, but
oh hey, I'm a person.
But I accidentally typed in Finley, and this is the first thing that came up.
Oh, where did you find a picture of me?
It's not on stream, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know you sent it to me. That's weird.
Either way.
Wait, is that my future? I don't have a tattoo.
Yeah, it is. You look like that in the future. You're pretty hot.
That's
Either way.
Weird. How'd my hair turn that color?
Either way. So, Kiara or Finley. Let's remove this image.
I am Finley.
Let's save an image. I feel like you don't act as Bird Brain, but I feel like I can see the wooden cogs moving in your head when you think.
Interesting.
I can sense the wooden, or maybe like maybe cheap plastic cogs in your head. sometimes when you think. Here we go.
Okay. Like Logan Paul, I occasionally have severe and continuous lapses in my judgment. I mean, none
Here
that
we
would
go.
actually.
Here's the image. I got it.
Yeah, I'd say that while I'm awake, approximately 7 to 8% of my time is spent in that form.
In this form right here.
In that form. The absolute what is happening? I think I zoned out. What
are we doing? That type of thing.
Exactly. But yeah. To be fair, I think more than a lot of people, I both zone out and just scatterbrain.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't watch. Why does Mori call Kiara Kusatori? Is that her real name?
Probably.
Is that? Huh. Wait. Actually, let me look it up. Why does he call Kiara Kusatori?
I mean, it's a name.
What does Kusatori mean?
I think.
What? Oh wait. Kusotori. Kusatori? What? Oh.
Crappy bird.
It's called Shitbird. I see.
Yep. Oh. Well, fuck.
That's what it means. Oh, that's what that meant when it translated in the song. I get it. Okay. You know what? I get it. Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Sometimes you are a little bit of a Kusatori. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna assassinate you. I was going to call off the hit, but instead I'll just have my swindlers take all of your money.
I see. But this is the image I'm usually reminded of when I think of you. This image specific, not this one right here. Not this one right here. Not the image of Kiara that's up. This one.
I was about to say I'm a lot more chaotic than I.
This one. The one with the sword and shield. This is the one I think of usually. That's why this is just the one I think of. Just this energy right here is what you give off. It's not exactly wholesome, but it's like it's kind of wholesome. You know?
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't really watch that much Kiara.
Kiara's less chaotic than Andy.
Honestly, I think Kiara is my least watched. The funniest thing is that it's not because I don't like Kiara. I watch Gura because she's cool. I watch Amelia because she's cool. I watch Mori because she's cool. I just kind of end up on Ina. Ina's probably my least favorite of all the ENs. Like, Ina's still cool, but I just kind of end up on Ina. I don't go looking for Ina. But I never, like, end up like Kiara.
So
mostly
sad.
Because all of the Kiara stuff that I watch is her messing with Mori.
Well,
it is adorable.
Enough. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So that image. Now let's talk about Flare.
Do we have to?
Let's talk about Hololive Flare. Let's talk about Aiden.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to talk about Aiden. We talked about all the others.
That's fine. We didn't talk about Austin, but
yeah, we did, or I did at least. Oh, do you want to go back to talking about Austin?
Oh no, that's fine.
Now we'll talk about Austin.
Okay.
Actually, no. We'll talk about me first because you weren't here when I was talking about me. One sec. Let me get a. Let's let's get this image. because, haha, because it's me. All right, nope, pull this, and there we go.
You could pull up actual Tokoro, by the way.
I could pull up actual Tokoro, and I will actually. Give me a sec, as I pull up this image of Mori Calliope first. There we go. There we have that image, Mori Calliope. And then I can pull up another image.
She looks like she demands to be called lady.
She does. And your boy.
Yes.
She
not
does both.
Mutually exclusive.
Not mutually exclusive, not at all. Let's see.
No.
Do I actually have an image of Tokoro saved here? I don't know. I mean, I have original Tokoro, which is actually I probably should put up original Tokoro because that's what my avatar is based on.
Yeah.
Wait, where did he go? Oh, there he is. There we go. There's original Tokoro. There we go. Right next to me. See it? Look at him. He's magnificent.
The first one.
Yeah,
not even the second
Tokoro,
one.
Not the second Tokoro. Second Tokoro looks more like a priest a little bit. But this is the original Tokoro.
The funeral director.
The funeral director. The one that indirectly led to everyone else being there too.
Nope. Wrong.
We don't talk about
that. With one exception.
What was that exception?
I was there because Fox thought it was funny.
You quote unquote died in a car crash, and I did your funeral, and then took you to the island. So yes.
Huh.
Either way, so this is what I'm based on. This is my character in the campaign Innerman's Paradox. Is the YouTube channel up? Do you know?
Oh, YouTube channel?
If the channel for Innerman's Paradox is up?
There's a channel?
Yeah, there's a whole thing happening with Innerman's.
Oh.
Yeah, there is. Innerman. Yeah, it's just called Innerman.
Okay, 1 second.
It only has one video on it called Innerman's Paradox. I don't know if Austin wants me to talk about this. I don't know if this is a thing that like is okay to be talked about. But I'd rather talk about it and have him be mad at me than not talk about it.
What, Innerman's?
Innerman, yeah. The YouTube series that he's making for Innerman's. Oh no, I messed it. Wait, give me a sec. Not flip. Center. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, he's making a YouTube series for Innerman's Paradox. If you go to YouTube and you type INNARMAN, it should somewhere down the line come up with Innerman.
So we probably shouldn't give any spoilers, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We already did give a few spoilers, but hey, it doesn't matter.
Oh, shit. Oh, right. We already did.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Maybe don't rewind the video.
I'll link it in. It's really hard to find on YouTube because it's all based on subscribers, and he has like 6. But I'll link it.
Wrong.
I'll link it in the description of the YouTube video that is uploaded with this stream. I'll link it in there. But this is my character. That's what this model is based on. I didn't actually take that long in the model. That's why it doesn't have the suit, because the suit would have taken me quite a while. And actually, this is a great time. Segue. I'm making my own 2D model. I finally figured it out. I figured out an easier way I can do it. I'm literally just taking another model that already exists, and I'm just rewriting the textures.
Oh, wow. That was complicated.
Yes, it was, actually. It's very complicated because the textures are all separate textures. So I have to go in and edit every single texture separately. So like all the like the arm has like 3 pieces, the hand has like 1 piece, the face has like 17 pieces. It's crazy. But that will be eventually finished, and it's going to be of my author character, which is being named Disaster, by the way. Just Disaster.
Just Disaster.
With a Z, yes. It's like Disaster the author, full title. And he's a character based on like he's kind of like Fate. He's based on Aurelian Soul and like I don't know what Marvel character to relate him to. Actually, there's Fates.
Dr. Manhattan, if you want.
Yeah, probably. But basically,
Wait,
what he does is he goes.
I was fucking kidding. Don't actually base your character off Dr. Manhattan, please.
I don't actually know that much about Dr. Manhattan, but basically, he goes around writing universes and destroying universes, and that's what he does.
Oh. Dr. Manhattan is a man who was transformed into a fourth-dimensional entity. Meaning that he experiences time all in the same sense. So he experiences the past, the present, and the future simultaneously. And he lives forever, and he has near infinite power.
Kind of like that, but not exactly.
No. Yeah.
Not exactly. But I actually have a whole Hololive character written for this.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's essentially he's going around the universe, and then he finds Earth, and he thinks Earth is really cool and interesting, so he kind of just hunkers down, and now he streams. Huh?
Oh, so he's Beerus.
Yeah, kind of. He actually, the name title, the whole like name/title thing was actually based on Beerus.
Well, yeah, no, I figured. I was like, okay, so he wanders the universe and he finds Earth and he's interested in the culture. Oh, Beerus.
Yeah, he's very heavily based on Beerus, Aurelian Soul, and like, I don't know, I guess Dr. Manhattan.
By the way, I am going to force you to play Fighters with me sometime soon.
I don't have the game, and no, we are not playing that cursed shit again.
Yes, we will. It is a great game, and we're going to play it.
Okay, either way, I've spent the last 10 minutes talking about Intermins and my character and Tokoro.
We're going to get
I didn't talk about Mori Calliope. Okay. Which is what we should have been doing.
Sure.
All right, you know what? You can give me your thoughts on this first because I've been talking for a while. What are your thoughts on me as Mori Calliope in this chart here?
Out of all of the characters, I guess she suits you best, but I don't really see you as any of these characters. I'm going to be honest. Mori Calliope is your favorite character, or person, rather. And I can understand that. I understand that in a lot of ways, there are quite a few similarities. But I don't know. I just don't feel that it fits as well as Adam as a goblin or Andy as a chill as fuck person who is just naturally chaotic.
So essentially what Calliope is she is a boomer reaper. She is the how do you do fellow kids type thing.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard me say, yeah, season 7 this, or season 7 that, or something about the past when it comes to League? I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to League specifically.
Okay.
I'm like, and I think I act like Mori Calliope in a lot of ways. Do those ways come to mind at the moment? Not really. But
all right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. I talked a little bit more about how I usually have the whole Reaper thing going on. I'm very edgy.
Oh, absolutely.
We both like rap a lot. I don't rap like specifically me, but I like rap a lot.
bitch.
I've been trying to like rap, but like I just don't have the motivation to write lyrics, man. I just don't have the motivation to actually like pull up a notepad or something and write. You know?
Sure.
But yeah. All right. So let me just delete this image. Remove the Tokoro image. Yeah, I also have the scythe thing going on a lot.
Yeah. But as you already stated before, that's the whole Reaper shtick.
Yeah.
Austin's cool. I like him.
Austin. Let's see. Amelia.
The pompous more intelligent than thou, prick.
Yes.
It's wonderful. That's why.
Let me see if I can get a good image.
I'm much more entertained the viewing of such. I don't enjoy the same interaction with a person who is very similar to that. It's why I put on the shtick. But it's incredibly entertaining from a third person, not so much in actual conversation. But
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Amelia is the type of person to analyze everything you do and be very toxic in video games. And that is exactly the type of person Austin is.
And I like her friendship with Gura very much.
Yeah.
It's very pure.
It is very pure. They're very okay. You know what? I can't. Amelia is say so, but she's not. She's also not say so. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know what say so means? I've been saying it a lot. It's just pure. It just means pure.
Okay, cool.
But
well, yeah. She doesn't.
Not...
She never seems like she has ill intentions, like Gura sometimes does. But she.
No, Amelia's lewd.
Yeah.
Amelia's very lewd. She. Do you know what the Watson concoction is?
I do not.
God. I don't know. I'll send you the video later. But basically, it's during her debut stream. Stream.
There
she talked about the Watson concoction, which is basically a needle that she got drunk off of or high off of, whatever. During the stream.
No, not
quote
drugs.
Unquote.
Why?
The
interesting way to introduce your character.
I used to give this one to what's his face all the time. He used to call it the Watson concoction.
These all are caricatures.
Yes.
That they're playing, and I find Amelia to be incredibly interesting.
Yes, she is the time traveling Watson.
The time traveling drug lord.
Time traveling detective's assistant.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah, Amelia is really cool. I like her.
Don't like Austin.
Austin's my friend. He's cool and all. But goddamn, I can't play League with this guy.
No, that's fine.
I can't do it, man.
I understand the.
I had literally told him that I cannot play League with him anymore.
I was
just
there.
Because, like, holy shit.
Yeah, but
this dude.
It's fine. I mean, I'm. It's so weird knowing Austin and being his friend, because like he's so similar to the air and the shtick that I used to put on as like a joke, but he's a genuine person that is that, and it confuses me.
Yeah.
Pride is the one thing, the one sin, rather, or deadly sin that I feel that I am most attached from. Because I often, in our society as well, it's encouraged to downplay your own skill abilities, point out your weaknesses more often, etc. And I feel as though I've never been particularly prideful, or at the very least, not for very long. But Austin wears it on his fucking sleeve, man.
God. I mean, you meme when it comes to your pride. Like, when it comes to your meme, that is you. That is the meme that you go for. Just pride.
Austin just is.
Just is, yeah. Also, this is a video I saw. That's a thumbnail. Did more climb before in the toilet.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. In terms,
why?
No, I'm gonna provide certain. So there is certain evidence pointing to that. I've seen that theory before.
What?
So
what is this?
It's actually incredibly likely that she does. And what? To point it out is human biology.
Oh, well, yes. I see.
All right, and that's the discussion over. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
I see.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Finley, as our last interview question, which was the interview was done like an hour ago, but as our last interview question, do you fart in the toilet?
Yes.
All right, problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, everyone. I'm kidding.
We still need to get to Aiden.
Yeah, we just
and Walker.
We need to get back to Aiden.
We put it off long enough. Let's talk about Aiden.
Wait, one sec. One sec. I'm being called. Give me one sec.
So, don't actually tell him, you guys, but I know that he's currently listening to me. But you ignore this too. So, if we're all alone together, you know, feel as though it should be said. I like chicken. It's true. I like eating chicken. It's very delicious.
I have returned. I have a
Hi.
shake. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm back. I know everyone missed me.
Disgrace.
Either way. So, we're done with that. Flare. Let me get an image pulled up.
She looks like a tavern keep.
She kind of does.
Wait, is she not?
No, she's not.
Oh.
Honestly, this is the one that I know the least about. But I still know a little bit about her.
Just put 8 in there because.
She acts the most like Aiden.
Okay.
She takes games very seriously. She yells a lot. She's cool otherwise. But yeah. She just acts the most like Aiden. I don't know all that much better.
Huh. All right then. Works.
Have anything to add to that? Any thoughts on Aiden specifically?
as a person.
Yes.
Let's see.
Since we are roasting all of our friends.
Yeah, Aiden is an incredibly mixed bag for me. I feel that I don't really know what to expect in conversation with Aiden. I don't really know what his opinions are of anyone, and I don't really know what he's going to say, and I don't really know much about him, even though we've been friends for a while.
Honestly, same.
I don't think he opens up very much to basically anyone.
The one thing I do know about him, or not do know about him, but like I do expect when conversation does arrive, it's one sec.
Take a drink out of the milkshake.
It's blank from League of Legends is either unplayable or it sucks. Either way.
Yeah, he talks about League obsessively. Like, honestly, he talks about League more than I did about fighters at my peak.
Yeah. And
Which
it's usually toxic stuff. He's very toxic when it comes to League.
Yeah, I'm okay with playing with Aiden, but like since he almost exclusively plays League, and I don't want to play him with League because he's toxic. Yeah, that. But he's still a fun person, and I still enjoy him.
Yeah,
and getting along.
He's not to the point where I would literally say no. I don't want to play League with you anymore, type of thing. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to play bot lane with you.
Yeah.
But I will play League with you. Austin, it's like I will not play League with you.
Yeah. I'll play bot lane with basically anyone except for Connor.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I'll
play
bot lane with Connor. We just have It's not that his personality is like great for me or something. We just have very good synergy. That's about it.
Yeah, I just don't want to play with Connor because I feel like he will flame me. Because I am not a fantastic League player.
Yeah. That is one thing that confused me about Connor when he like flames you.
It's very interesting.
I should put Connor on this list when I get the chance, but I don't know what character he would be. So.
Oh well. And Walker. Holy
Walker.
shit, Walker. He has so much fucking personality. It's weird.
Yes.
Like,
he has a lot of.
He doesn't exude as much
personality.
Yeah, he doesn't exude much personality as like Austin or Adam, but it's really weird how much he has, or how much he shows. And it's equally interesting how much he doesn't show, I feel. I've been friends with okay, to reference, I met Walker and I met Andy and Chris all in the same year. Because I moved to Plano. Yeah, I was originally living in Richardson and before that Dallas, but then I eventually moved to Plano and I met them all in the same year. So I've known Walker just as long as Andy and Chris. I've spent, for the amount of time that I've spent with Walker, I understand him the least. In a way. Given I understand Chris the least because I haven't spent as much time as I have with the other two. But comparatively to the amount of time that I've spent total with Walker, I feel like I've gotten as like pretty little information besides holy shit. Walker's a hermit.
Yeah, okay. Walker's a hermit. He is a introvert to the fullest.
Yep. To the nth degree.
He is a neckbeard. He is the definition of a neckbeard. And however, he is a slightly different person based on how tired he is.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean,
and he can either be riled chaos or completely say so. depending
Yeah,
on.
it really depends. Like, different people react to fatigue different ways. I become Bob Ross, for example. I don't. Walker's weird. Walker's fucking weird, man. Like, of course, he becomes tired like a normal person as well. But, like, when he's just a little bit tired, but he still wants to stay on and stuff, it's weird. So besides being an introvert and a hermit and all of that shit, the weirdest thing that always struck me with Walker is that he's in choir. He was in choir with me.
Yeah.
And I never knew why. Because
he doesn't very much like choir.
It's not that he's bad at singing. He really isn't. It's just that he's my friend, and he continuously tried to compare himself to me. And so I think that combined with introvert or something to make it so that he just didn't want to sing around me, which
he is very self-conscious.
He's very self-conscious.
That is true.
He doesn't think he's as good at singing as he actually is, but I think that's mostly because for the longest time he was in the wrong range. He was a tenor when his voice is baritone, but he thought he was tenor because that he used to sing. So he failed to realize that his voice was changing. And so when I stayed or continued to get better consistently, and he just didn't get better as quickly because he was literally singing in the wrong range, I feel that kind of went to his head a little. And he's already a shy person. He's already self-conscious. So he just didn't sing around me very often.
I don't doubt that at all. I've heard him sing. He is actually very good at singing.
Yeah, he is.
He's very good at singing.
I haven't heard him sing in like 3 years.
Last time I heard him sing was like a month ago, or half a month ago, when him, and Haley did karaoke.
Yeah, and I was, in the last karaoke session was interesting.
We didn't have a last karaoke session.
I know.
Yeah. Speaking of, Haley tries to get me to do karaoke every 3 nights at least.
Holy shit, really?
Yes. I've only done karaoke with her twice.
Yeah, well, I missed both times, so fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
God, I should add Haley to this list too, but I don't know who she would be. See, the problem is I run out of characters.
Easy. I already got
characters for Hololive.
Yeah.
Who is Haley?
Okay, one second.
You just said you already got it.
Yeah, I already got it.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. I need to remember who it was, who the character is. I'll find it in one moment.
I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you
Nekomata.
up with Nekomata?
Yeah.
Who? Nekomata? Oh, okay. I don't know that much about OKU. She has a really cool design. I really like her design, and
she's
but I feel like she gives off this same energy.
She's described as a very relaxed, free-spirited, and also somewhat of a playboy. She sometimes flirts openly with other Hololive members, but she never denies her wrongdoings. Oh no. But despite her laid-back personality, she can get very emotional when playing games.
Yeah, that's kind of Haley. I mean, Haley doesn't really flirt with people.
Mommy milkers.
Mommy milky. That's a meme. That's not exactly.
No. I know, yeah. But still.
If we're talking about what's it called? If we're talking about outside of Hololive, I think she'd definitely be like Silvervale, maybe.
All right. Well, are we done with Walker?
Oh yeah, we're done with Walker.
Okay.
So yeah, I think people outside of Hololive, Haley would be Silvervale. I think who would Connor be outside of Hololive? I only know a few outside of Hololive VTubers, so
Tyler won.
I don't know.
No, I have no idea. Oh well. All right. So, what else do we got?
One sec.
I was walking along.
Jesus Christ, they're
minding
annoying me.
business.
Anyway, so
Orange.
I don't know.
Yep.
I think the podcast is over now.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to end at 6:30, but we ended up going a bit over.
Tad bit. Almost 45, or a little more than 45 minutes over, but it's fine. 47 minutes over isn't that late.
It's also
fine.
good because my parents are annoying me as fuck to clean the bathroom, even though I told them I'd do it Monday, but apparently they don't listen. So,
okay.
I guess I have to go do it now.
Well, I'll see you later then.
I'll see you, and thank you for being the... I guess this wasn't exactly a co-host, because we didn't have a interviewee. So, thank you for being the interviewee.
Yeah, to a solo host, basically.
Yeah. So, thank you for coming on.
And if everyone who watches this wants to vote me in as the co-host, that would be much appreciated.
Gonna take over Jack's spot?
Yep. Just take over Jack's spot casually. Don't worry about it.
Casually. I see.
And yeah. Good night, everyone.
This has been the second episode of the D-Generation podcast, the podcast for the degenerate generation. Bye, guys.